Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a Muscle the role-playing game story. I'm titling this one The First Champs. Before I get into this though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Friends can still disagree. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page over on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including the one pictured here, Muscle, the role-playing game of classic professional wrestling. It is tabletop role-playing game fantasy combat with dice and pen and paper. But it is player versus player competition set to the backdrop of classic professional wrestling in a sports arena. So anything a wrestler could do in ring that you see on TV, your character can do in the game. You make up a character, they're all different, and you try to use that character to defeat your opponent. It's that simple. It's just pure fun. It's not real complex. The combat system is easy to learn, and the sheer number of tactics that you can employ are almost limitless. It's just absolutely wonderful. All right. The First Champs. When we first started playing this game, the rules were rough and we were all kind of plodding along trying to figure things out. As I recall, we all wanted in an organized game, a territory, if you will, and we organized tournaments for our single and tag team titles. Back then, we had lots of gamers, and we could, there was, I want to say 20 or 25 people involved at the time. So yeah, it was pretty comprehensive. It took about a week to get it all set up and another couple of days to organize the brackets. After a couple of weeks of brutal fights masquerading as wrestling competition, my good friend Earl emerged as the very first champion in our territory. It was not without controversy, as there were 3 separate run-ins by Michael and Bobby. Pat and Kevin ran in once, and a number of chair shots, that kind of thing. But Earl was able to defeat Edward and survive with the gold. The tag team titles were up next. We had a number of really competitive teams. During the finals, that tournament, Michael and Bobby were facing Randy and Edward. It was a grueling match with both teams going all out, but the winners would face the victor out of Pat and Kevin and Donald and myself. During their match, Michael, Bobby, Randy, and Edward all got outside the ring and were beating the piss out of each other. None of them got back into the ring in time, and they were all counted out. Both teams were eliminated. That meant that the winner of the other match, Pat and Kevin versus Donald and I, were going to be the tag team champions. The match began, and for the first 3 rounds, it was back and forth. It was pretty even. Then, Pat got lucky and put me into her specialty airplane spin. Donald had been hurt pretty badly, and I was trying to recover outside on the apron. So I was on my own. Donald was hurt bad. He was outside the ring. He was trying to recover. I was pretty much on my own. There was no way Donald could help me. Pat kept me in that airplane spin for several rounds, and I could not get out. I did not notice that Kevin, all 485 pounds of him, had climbed to the top turnbuckle. I was in real hurting status when Pat ran full tilt across the ring and dumped me out onto the concrete. Over the top rope was not illegal at the time, so in our game, so that she did not get disqualified. So I was laying out on the concrete and basically laying there whimpering. Before I could do anything else, Kevin jumped off the top rope and landed on me with a specialty double stomp. Turns out they had planned that ahead of time, because they're devious. They was just so devious. Kevin rolled my comatose body back into the ring and Pat pinned me. They won the belts, fair and square. Thus began the first title reigns of our territory. The titles went back and forth between myself and Donald and Kevin and Pat several times. That was one of the most fun periods in the game for us. Earl kept his title for almost 3 months before Edward was able to finally take it from him. Very, very fun. And stuff like this you can do it with, if you get the book and get some dice, organize your friends and family into your own territory. You can do stuff like this too. It's all in the game, and it's just pure fun. It is 100% pure competition. So yeah, if you get the opportunity, check out my page, check out my stuff. There's a bunch of other stuff on there. There's another tabletop role-playing game called Outlaw Trails based in the Old West, and there's a bunch of other books. All my stuff is weird, so if you enjoy the quirky weird, knock yourself out. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.